Hi everyone, I am Tara, and I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. I was just reviewing some of my messages, and I noticed there was a comment on there, someone telling me that I was a nut job and a crackpot, which is okay, because not everyone believes this, but that's fine, each to their own. And as I stated on the comment, well, I'm proud to be a nut job. I'm pot because it means that I'm awake to the Christ energy coming in. My journey started first off in 99. I used a Ouija board, and it kind of popped my consciousness way open. I am done because it was like I was possessed. Then they gave me medication which dumbed me down. And just this past couple of years, in particularly December of 2019, I died. I had been sick from a fall, and it caused my muscles to deteriorate, and it suffocated me. When you die, you do see a bright light. It starts off as a 3 cluster, and then goes to 6, 9, and then it just duplicates until it's like you've gone right into the sun. After that, I experienced other things. The night of the supermoon, 2020, April 7th, 8th, I had an energy that was attached to me that was trying to rip me apart. It started trying to rip out my rib, my heart, my throat, tried to gouge my eyes, and twist my head off. When it was doing this, I kind of I felt it, but it wasn't hurting because I was sort of inside, so I wasn't feeling it much. And then all of a sudden, like, you have energy, and this is what the energy, the light of Christ, is coming in, and this is what Jesus. Sorry, he doesn't like to be called Jesus. Joshua was trying to tell us. We too are like him, only they had put him on a pedestal and they wouldn't listen to anything else because it became law. Kind of, well, there's only one person like this in the world, but we're all like that. Okay, and that's what Jesus, Joshua, was trying to tell us all. The night of the supermoon, when it happened, I took and I used the energy. I thought it was something else, which is, it's your higher power. It's God, because God is within you. And I took and I locked up the whole side of my left side of my body. I just cramped it right up, and this entity was hollering, "Where did you put her? We're taking her with us," and making me feel human pain. So it was me all alone, but I didn't know. And then all of a sudden, it was like I let go and I hollered for God to help me. And right as soon as I hollered for God to help me, it was like a big flash of light came from the sky and hit me right in the center of the head, to the pineal gland. After that happened, my body started going into violent side to side motions. It was like my blood was boiling. The first time it was like 3 to 5 minutes, and when it stopped, I felt the entity still there, and I said, "Okay, I'm ready again," and it hit me. And that went on for about a minute, 2 minutes, with violent vibrations. It was my body was trying. It was the light of Christ, and my body was trying to accept it. And Well, I ended up that it was kind of like catatonic, but my angels took and they moved my body up in a laying position and then put my hands kind of here with me laying straight. Uh, Meanwhile, I'm catatonic. My eyes are opened. I can't move. I can't call for help. It's just like I'm just there. And meanwhile, I'm hearing my cat chirping with the birds. Well, we are like birds. We had wings, as Nikola Tesla said. We had wings and we can fly. Moving on, as that day went by, the next day I was still feeling this, and it was just kind of like not feeling good. And so I had an entity attached, and I figured, well, the only way that I was going to get rid of this entity was if I took my own life. So I took a whole bunch of pills, and I had my mom and Archangel Michael. They were saying no, like I didn't know who it was at the time, but I was having these voices saying, no, no, don't do it, don't do it, like don't do it, please don't do it, please don't do it. So I took the pill bottle like this, and I went, if I'm meant to be saved, I will be saved. And I went kind of like bottoms up, laid in the bed, feel myself, and they're like, no, Tara, no, Tara, what did you do? Oh my God, no, what did you do? What did you do? You got to get up, you got to get up, you got to get up, come on, get up, get up. So I felt they were shaking my shoulder at first. Come on, Tara, you got to get up, you got to get up. And I could feel myself slipping away. Then all of a sudden they were down at my leg, shaking it. Come on, get up, get up. Then my leg flew off. They flew my leg, flung my leg off. Then they flung my other leg off. And then they hauled me up and then pulled me up and had me moving around. Well, all that night, like even after they did that, all that night I kept, anytime I woke up, I take a whole bunch of pills, drink milk, drink water to put them down. A couple times I kind of woke up through the night and I was throwing up. It was all fluid. It was, they were getting the pills out of my system. Next morning, I had a voice say, get up, they're coming for you. So the dark entities, well, I saw there were 5 of them, and it was a strange way of seeing them because there was 3 behind a speaker. One that was like a blue in color with kind of black hair. They had like a blue uniform and black eyes. And next to that one, there were 2 male, what appeared to be East Indian people. One wearing a long black gown, the other one wearing a long white gown. And on my couch, there were 2 other beings, one at each end. One was a very big Mongolian-looking type man, would have been about 6'9", maybe a bit bigger if they stood up. And the other one at the other end, it was a giant. If they had stood up, they would have been, I'd say, about 10 feet tall. They had long, scraggly beard, long, scraggly hair. Well, I was told that what I did was wrong, so I got led to my bedroom. I fought for my life again. They were hollering about how strong I was and calling me a fucking whore, a bitch, and you're coming with us. And then I was being raped. And after it was done, there was actual semen inside me. I was screaming for help, and nobody could hear me. But like before that happened, I was looking out my peephole, and I could see these men standing outside my peephole. But every time I opened my door, they weren't there. So it's kind of like a different dimension type thing going back and forth. So then somebody did come, and they wondered why I was on bed. It was like I was possessed, but I wasn't possessed because they weren't inside of me. I was actually fighting them. You're when this happens, you are in a fight for your soul. You are in a fight for your life. People can poo-poo it, mock it, what have you. That's fine. Each to their own. You're entitled to your own opinions. I've been worried about what other people were going to think about me coming forward with this. I've told other people. I've even told the psychiatric unit that you might want to be ready because there's more people like myself coming, and medication is not going to work. It may dumb people down, but it's not going to stop what is happening. So these entities were telling me that, no, you belong to us and you're not going, because somebody was taking me out of there. They said, well, we'll just follow and we'll go after them. It's like, well, they can defend themselves. And they did try to use, now, Good Friday that year, I actually was, it was kind of a storm. And then later on in the evening, the sun was coming out, and I was looking at the sun. And as I was looking at the sun, it kind of spiraled, and I could see right through it, and it was the blue sky. So I was seeing other things also, because once your pineal gland is popped, you can't unsee what you already see. So I the next day was fine, and then Easter Sunday, I was out laying on the back deck and feeling the wind go across me, and I was looking up at the sun, and all of a sudden the sun went in a straight line, and it split. So you had a slice of light, and you had a slice of dark, black. So when that happened, I felt an entity, a being from another realm, what have you. It come down into my body. And all of a sudden, I stood up. I was walking across my deck, and I was kind of going like this in observing mode. I got over to the edge of the property because it was farmland all around, and they had the farmland destroyed. Like, they put chemicals on it to destroy the land so that they could have a little bit of fun. Well, this entity, I believe to be my higher self, was looking around in total disgust. And just kind of. And then all of a sudden, I walked back over, laid back in the same spot I was in, and laid down, and I felt the entity leave. And then all of a sudden, the slices come back together, and it's a sun. So as time went by, I'd get a strange rash on my leg. I started becoming a little lighter. I was sort of, as long as I was fighting things, but I was having these dreams and visions, some of like which was like I was on another planet. Some was like I was in the earth, and there was houses and trees, and it was very strange. And then when I come up outside, and it was like I was coming out of a warehouse. And then I had a vision. There was a man standing in a cloud, holding a staff, about 8 to 10 stories up, looking down. And then all of a sudden I hear someone hollering, "Close the window." I was in a car. And this person with blonde hair comes running, telling me, "Close the window, close the window." So I look to the right, and what I see is a swarm of flies, or locusts. Well, you all know that it means like death, but when I went to roll up the window, it was a windy window. I did the dream interpretation of the man in the clouds, and what that meant in dream interpretation was God's here. And then another time I had a vision where I was in a dungeon and the door opened and a man come running in and went under the bed. It was really strange. And the man standing in the door, or person standing in the door, was very burnt looking. And they had what appeared to be an extremely demonic, weird, strange looking, massive dog. I orbed out of there. I popped out of there. And when I popped out of there, I popped into another room, another dungeon room. It was very, like, I could tell. And strangely, my aunt, one of my aunts, hands me a cup. Well, when you do the dream interpretation for that, the cup, somebody passing you a cup signifies the Holy Grail. So that was telling me God is here, the Holy Grail is here. Okay, that's the Christ energy. That's the Christ light that is coming in now. It hurts. It's hard coming in because you're in a human body. And it's so much coming in that it's just like, whoa. And a lot of us have been experiencing heart palpitations. We're feeling each other's pain. I've been doing a lot of screaming and crying. Now I know why Joshua, as you guys call him, which he doesn't like that, Jesus, I now know like why they had it that he would be by the ocean and he didn't want to be around people, because you're feeling other people's energy. Do I believe that he would get angry and knock things over and like say things? Yes, I do, because it's happening to me, because it's hard to handle, because my higher self and my human self are kind of well, we're not conflicting, we're trying to merge, but like I said, the human body, it's hard. But as the energy is coming in, they say about the coronavirus. Okay, I am going to say the coronavirus, because if you take, they say corona. Okay, the beginning of it is corona. Well, corona means crown. And around, like, the crown is the sun. Crown the sun. Okay, so around the sun is the corona. Okay, and the energy is coming from the center of the sun. And it's flares are coming out from the corona. It comes through the corona. The sun is our energy, and we're told that, oh, the sun is dangerous. It's sending off radiation. No. The sun is your healer. It's what helps you grow. All the satellites and the stuff that they have going up in the sky that's watching all of us is the stuff that is hurting. And Nikola Tesla said about free energy. Okay, I don't believe he was talking about all these satellites and stuff that's in the sky. Look them up. I actually, there's a video. It's kind of an interview with Nikola Tesla, and he explains the light and what have you, the frequencies of what we're living on. And right now, the world is all discombobulated because the energies are going kind of back and forth. And meanwhile, the light of Christ continues to come in. Some people don't understand it. But like if you look at people and you have somebody that was really like a really angry person all the time, and all of a sudden they're changing. Well, that's because the light of Christ is coming in. Our diets are changing. I don't eat junk food. I basically eliminated that. I eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. They tell us, oh, you shouldn't eat like a lot of fruit, have you? But it's only like they make it so expensive for us, and they give us these processed foods, which makes us sick, which makes us going to the doctor and buying prescriptions and hospital fees and doctor fees and this and that. Jesus was telling us that we are our own healer, but we weren't understanding it. And now, as we are evolving, more and more people are understanding it. Doesn't make it easy, because I'm accepting it, and I pray. I talk light language, and it's becoming more and more fluent, which I'm happy for. They don't like the light, and people are the light right now. They are the light in the world. They're lighting up the darkness, and they're showing us all. And some of us are just going like this because it's hard to see. There's a lot of us here that are taking in the light of Christ, the Christ energy. I'm actually working with someone right now. I actually have somebody who is helping me with my spiritual journey. I know who my higher self is, but I'm not disclosing that right now. We'll all find out in time. I'm working with someone who was very like non-believer. I'm telepathic. I shut it down sometimes because I just don't want to hear no one. But I let them in because they are helping me. They're guiding me. They are my rock when I feel broken. I talk to my mom. I talk to my grandparents. And yes, they do talk back because their bodies are just, their consciousness is what lives on in spirit. And you can, when you actually let yourself, and a lot of you know this, you can feel them. You can feel them there. You can feel them beside you. I talk to God all the time. I'm the daughter of God. I'm a human born from my parents, but I'm the daughter of God. Like you're the daughter of God. You're the son of God. And that's what Yeshua, Christ, was telling us. And we all interpret it wrong at that time because it was used against us to make us think, oh, well, this was only one person wields this energy, which that's not true. We all wield the energy. Some of us accept it and some of us don't. I happen to be accepting it. And I've told my family, and my family are becoming more and more understanding of it because I tell my dad that my mom talks to me. My mom will tell when I ask my mom what's dad doing, well, she'll tell me what he's doing, and then when I contact him, I ask him like, what are you doing? Well, the other day she told me he was watching stuff on YouTube, and I called him, and he was watching stuff on YouTube. It wasn't a guess; it was what she had told me. Does it make me crazy? Do I need to be in a mental institution, psychiatric ward, on medication? No, I don't, because I'm well aware of what's happening. And people that are saying about hearing voices, they are hearing voices. You got your negative voices, you got your positive voices. For some, the negative voices are outriding because they don't have the guidance, they don't have the understanding of what's happening to them. And the ones that do were mocked, but we don't care anymore. Sometimes I get upset, yes, because it ticks me off, and I'm trying to comprehend things, and it's more of not understanding why people don't understand it, because they say they believe in God, but they don't believe in the aspect of God, which is the Christ energy, love light. God is love, love is God, love is infinite energy, and you can actually see energy because I see it. It's like waves. It's very soft, fluttery waves. It can go out, you can send it out, or you can bring it in. But it is. It's like waves. I see colored orbs sometimes. I had told people that with my energy, I manipulate a compass on a tablet, a computer, and I use this bracelet right here. It's a copper bracelet, and everyone knows that copper is not magnetic. It needs a conductor. Well, you are the conductor. You are the electricity. You are the magnet. Hence manifestation. I was doing it, and I had a setback, but I will get it back again. I'm still waking up. I'm watching the stuff that's happening around the world, and it's like it's the Christ movement, the love. Love is coming through. You got the negative beings and entities that are trying to make the positive look like it's the bad, but they're standing up. Universal law, free will. Okay? We all have free will, and we're all taking that back because we've been confined to a mental box, which is exactly what Yahshua, Christ, Jesus, what have you, was telling you. I know it bothers me because I've seen churches advertise chase the ace. Chase the ace. You're gambling. Okay? I am turning into a light body because, yes, sometimes it's like my body is trying to fight it because it's kind of like all of a sudden they're like, you just gotta let it come. My spirit guides, my angels, my family, they're like, you gotta let it come in. Just kind of lay there. My heart sometimes it's like you fill up with anxiety. I want to run away from myself. Sometimes I can feel insides. It's like they're expanding like that. Like it's just like it's coming out like whoosh. Um, Sometimes I have to like kind of stretch like that, and because the energy, our chakras and our energy gets kind of locked in. And when I do that, I feel the energy just come right up. And when it comes up and it gets in your head, it's like, whoa, like, holy crap. um, Throughout this, it's scary. I follow some people on YouTube, our everyday lives, and Ireland Clark. I talk with them telepathically, and they've helped me a lot throughout this. Um, it's Ireland Clark who actually guided me with regards to my diet. Like I said, I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Um, I avoid processed foods, canned foods, as things, and I eat fish and eggs. Um, the person that I'm helping, guiding, they were a tough person, and they poo-pooed everything, and they get angry at me. And in all honesty, like from April, the end of April, till the beginning of October, I lived in a camper trailer. And I felt more comfortable in the camper trailer because I didn't have all the crap. There's days when I get so upset because it's like I can't break free from this matrix. So I just want to take and smash everything. Well, that's what we're doing. We're smashing the matrix. We want our freedom. We want the chains broke. We want to be able to come out of the mental cage of man-made beliefs. There's someone else's beliefs, and they're telling you you have to think this way, you have to believe this way. You can't be Christ. You can't wield that. No. We got to dumb you down, because if we don't dumb you down, then we can't make money off of you. We're going after freedom, and we have to remember other things like to be there for one another. Share what you have, because there's so many people that don't have anything right now. People are losing their jobs because they don't want to go by the narrative. They want their free will. They want to make choices. So I'm really proud of the ones that are out there doing the work that Christ started, that Joshua, Jesus, whatever you want to call, but he prefers Joshua. I posted a video on my Facebook that explains things of how he was feeling throughout all this, and it's exactly explaining it. It's hard. It's not easy. Some it's easier than others, depending on what you signed up for. because we all signed up to be here. I know that throughout this, I've been like upset about the masks and what have you, because Jesus wasn't afraid. And that's what he was telling us. We don't need to be afraid because we can heal our own bodies. We're just told that we need these people because we've been dumbed down since we were little kids. Think back to when you were a kid and you were very carefree and you did things just like for the fun of it, and you didn't care if you got hurt. Well, people now are going out and they don't care if they get arrested. They don't care if they get a fine. Because deep down they know that they're doing the right thing. We may be in department stores or in other places and say we're on the front line. But the ones that are truly on the front line are the ones that are out there and they're being mocked and ridiculed and told they're anti-maskers, anti-vaxxers. Jesus cured a man with leprosy because the man couldn't cure himself yet. Because we're told that we're nothing. To them, the 1%ers, were piss ants, worker ants. It's hard sometimes. Sorry, I'm looking for a couple of pictures. It's what I drew back February 8th of 2020. When I first got up to Alberta to get medical treatment, like I said, I sat on the bed and I started drawing a picture. And I started with the eyes, and recently I had like people tell me like that's psychic, an extremely psychic drawing. I even have a picture of a spaceship that was from a water tower. Any of you can see that. If you look over here, you can actually see the person or being inside of it. I was actually told, like, hop in, kid. But I didn't hop in because apparently it wasn't my time to go. I'm still on my mission. As hard as it is right now. Where did it go? This is one thing I was talking about the light body. If you can see that. I liked to take pictures. I still like taking pictures. And I'm sort of scared of what's happening because it's real but surreal all at the same time. Now that I'm starting to understand things a little more, it's getting a little easier. Sometimes it's not so easy. I get really, like I said, angry sometimes, but You got the good with the bad right now as we're going through the ascensions. I'm really afraid to come on here and tell people about it because, well, the mocking and the ignorance, because people don't understand it. Like I said, I've had people tell me I'm crazy, but that's okay because I'm proud to be crazy. Like I said, it's because I'm awake and I'm aware of what's happening. We all walk a different path. We're all here for a different journey. We're all here for a different reason, but we're all here to help humanity evolve. And they don't want us evolving. Okay. This here is, oh, well, the light. It's, oh, that's because the thing. But you can kind of get the gist of it there. Okay. And, oh, sorry. This is it broken down. The picture broken down. Okay, it is backwards. If I knew how to put it up here on picture, I would. I have it posted on my Facebook in my photos. And this here is really cool because this is actually a good picture of the spaceship, of what I took that was just across my yard, across the cemetery on a water tower. These are the things that is starting to come to light, but they don't want you to really know it, so they keep you going on mainstream media, and they tell you that all this other stuff, well, it's not true. People have been killed and assassinated because they were coming out with the truth. It's the Christ energy coming in that's bringing the truth to light. The lights of the world are lighting up the darkness and exposing truth. So just because somebody is hard and they mock you, they don't understand it quite yet. We all know that we can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You might want to dip its head in so that it'll take at least just a little lick to get a taste. But you can't make them swallow it, and you can't make them drink it. More and more people are waking up. And as we do, we're going to find that we're all uniting, and it doesn't matter what you look like, where you're from, your race, your color, your marital status, your sexual status, your religion. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about what's going on out there, as I've been told many times. look within. And I've gone within. I'm still going within because it's like Michael Jackson's song, Man in the Mirror. Okay? Look at yourself first. Don't mock someone because you don't understand something. And know that as you're waking up, there are people there to help you. You're never alone. Even when we feel like we're alone, we're never alone. I know, because like you always had God right here. God is the heart. He's in the heart always. He, she, the Holy Spirit, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. They're always there. Because we are part of them. We are all one. We are all connected. Some are more awake than others. Some have come into their abilities faster than others. Some are experiencing things and they don't know what's happening. If you don't, there's lots of stuff on YouTube that can help you to understand what it is that you're going through. There's lots of us out there. And it's like we're the misfits. But none of us are misfits. We all belong together. Go within. Okay? Love yourself. And I made a comment about God helps those who help themselves. Well, have you ever watched the movie Evan Almighty? God gives us the tools. It's up to us whether or not we're going to make use of them. Because it's all about free will. You can put something in front of you. But like I said, can't make you drink from it. Just know that no matter what, God is helping you. It may not seem like it in the forefront, but God is. And God stands with you all. God walks with you. God talks with you. Talks with me all the time. And I'm proud to say, so we all asked for forgiveness. And true forgiveness comes from within because we have a conscience and we can ask God for forgiveness. But until we forgive ourselves, then we never really truly feel like we've been forgiven because we keep going over. But what's happening now a lot of you know of JFK, John F. Kennedy. He said it in 61. about what would be happening now. So on that note, I want to say that I love you all. I feel all your pain. I cry for you when I watch videos of people standing up. I cry because I see people uniting. I see a lot of love, a lot of caring. Everyone's sharing with each other, cleaning up. Keep going on your journey. Keep going with free will. Keep going with love and light, compassion, understanding. Mariaska totoshkele, ekolashko totorie. Buriaska totorika veriashkole grey. You don't have to hide anymore. More and more people are coming out. Stop thinking you're crazy because you're not. If you're hearing voices, you're awake. Okay? Much love and light to you all. Many blessings. And things may get rough, but the best is yet to come. So hang in there. Keep going. Spread your love and understanding. And just remember, things aren't always as they seem sometimes. And life is what we make it. I love you all. Namaste. Amen. Godspeed. Blessed be.